Hello, it's Christopher Tarantola, and we are going to play Rimworld, a colony simulator by Tynan Sylvester. Version 0.14.1241, compiled July 21st, 2016. Today's the 27th, and I'm ready to play, so let's go jump right in. We're going to go with Crash Landed. You could do one of these other ones, and I'm not going to explain those in too much detail. If you buy the game, you can go with 1 Rich Explorer or 5 Lost, and they have a little bit less to go with, but this is the classic 3 with some normal stuff. And you can do a scenario editor where you can edit all the different features of it. I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to go with the standard. And this is my my third game now. I played 2 other games before I decided to start recording, and so I'm just gonna stick with this Phoebe Chillax. I'm gonna go with Base Builder. I don't want too difficult of a game for my first playthrough. You know, I'm kind of one of those guys. I'd rather build a huge, cool-looking base than have to fight people off the whole time. I don't mind having to defend and all that stuff, but I don't want to have to be doing that every 2 minutes. So. This is good for me, particularly for my first really go at it. I'm going to try and make this a series to where, you know, we'll see how far this takes. I don't even know if there's like a victory condition in this game where you play until you die. The victory condition is don't die. Alright, so the premise of this is, you know, you've been going through space, and this is a world on the outer rim of the colonies, outer rim of the galaxy rather, and you're gonna have to crash land on this planet and make do with what you got. And you know, here's the map of the world that we are about to land on, and you could change the modes, you know, see how much rainfall is happening around there and what the temperature is like, you know. So I tend to like to stay in the temperate areas so far. Again, I'm just looking for a pleasant experience. Some of the more masochistic amongst you can maybe go for the super hot or the super cold, but I'm gonna stick right in the middle there. And let's see here. I actually kind of like what's going on with this temporal force. Small hills. I want to get into a nice big mountainous area. Mountainous. 79, 41 for average temperatures. I like those temperatures. Elevation is good. Terrain type. Marble and limestone. Growing period 1st of spring. 11th of fall. Okay. You can go into advanced and change the size a little bit. I'll knock it up 1. I'm going to go to this Ludinia Nicrus, or whatever, however you say that. I don't even know how you say that, but you know, you get the idea. You know, it's got a warning because this game is still in development. It's, as you noticed, it was 0.41 or whatever it was, so it's not even fully fledged to halfway, according to the developer. Right now, we get to pick our 3 people. By pick, you can randomize it to get somebody else if you don't like the stats that you're given, and you can name them whatever you want. But everything else is kind of just given to you. I'm not sure if that's going to stay that way, or they'll ultimately be able to let you change it to where, you know, you have so many points, and so you can't just like max everything out. You know, I kind of like that idea, and so I hope they do implement that at some point. Okay, so now let's check this person out. Psychically hypersensitive, a fast walker, love that. Careful shooter, love that. I don't even know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I have never, with my other 2 short playthroughs, I have yet to really experience psychic anything one way or the other, so I have no idea. But obviously this person is excellent at shooting. They're definitely going to be my hunter. They're pretty good with animals. Got a passion for medicine, even though they're not that skilled. But we can always go out looking for trouble and increase that. Construction's decent, artistic is decent, crafting is okay. I really like this person. Female colonist, she's 39 years old, 97 in actual years, but because she's been in cryogenic sleep, it's her body acts as if it's only 39 years old. She was a child of a caravan, and she played bounty hunter, which is where she got all her shooting skills, apparently. Her name, by default, is Lamine Lumi LeBlanc. Lulu is going to be my nickname for her. It's just, it's a family name. It makes more sense to me. I'm going to remember that better. Okay, Demi. Tony Diva. Why wouldn't that be Anthony? Anthony. And that be Tony. Tony. That makes a lot more sense to me. But that's just one guy. But look at these stats. Oh my god, this guy is horrendous. Why would I want that person? I don't want him. I don't even want that person. Okay. Let's see. We want somebody that's like really good at mining and construction. That's what we're looking for. I think I just passed it up. Let's keep going. Okay, construction is pretty good. Mine not that great, but they're really good at growing too. She's a female. She's age 44. Kind of reminds me of my wife a little bit. Child of the convent rather. A glitter world surgeon. Ooh, so she's good with the healing. Yeah, you would think so. She's pretty. She's a heat lover, but she's a pessimist, and that's kind of not cool. Katie BB. Why don't we just call you Kate? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. And then doctor. Okay. Space Navy doctor, medical student, hauling mining, pessimist, very neurotic, which actually gives you a lot more work speed, but she might go psychotic and start beating up people. You know, a good shooter again, good at social. I need that, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't need it too bad, but I do need it. Medicine is definitely there. She's definitely would be the doctor, obviously, right? She cannot mine at all. Do I have a good miner? I don't really have a good miner. You know, I think I might redo Kate some more because I really like this person. She's pretty good with the social and the medicine. Cooking is 4. Cooking is 2. Cooking is 1. I'm gonna redo Kate. We ain't done here yet. She won't mine. She's actually got some decent mining, so I'm gonna keep her over her. Alright, so okay, let's see. Nervous, neurotic, dislikes women. That's not gonna be good with 2 other women in the group. Teetotaler. Abhors the idea of gaining pleasure from chemicals and avoids alcohol and drugs. Okay, so approved. Gotcha. And will not have prosthetics. Is like a bodybuilder. Gonna pump you up, but without the steroids. Okay. Artistic, mining 9. I love that. Social 10. Love that. Melee 12. Gotta always have one person willing to get in close. Cannot research. Don't have a really good researcher, but that's okay. I think that's where we're gonna go. Okay, now let's reverse these. Jerbeer, and then we just call him Jerry. All right. So we got Lulu, Tony, and Jerry. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. I'm not gonna think it through anymore. I'm sure I could spend all day just figuring out who my people are, but then what's the fun of that? I want to get into playing, right? You know, you'll get more people coming into your colony. You can either capture people who have attacked you and convert them to your cause. Some are easier to convert than others. Or they might fall in a drop pod and need rescuing. or some people just show up and say, "Hey, I'm part of the team now," and you don't got a choice in it, and they just start working, and that's cool too. Okay, the three of you awake in your cryo-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to escape pods before your ship is torn apart. I can't read really well, I'm sorry. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld as pieces of the shredded starship fall around you. You start making plans to survive. Okay. Alright, I'm going to press the spacebar right away just to pause the game. And I'm just going to take a survey of my layout. What do I got on my map, right? So it looks like we got plenty of mountains, which I like. That's what I want. Ooh, I really love this little area. It's very defensible. Oh, I love that even more. It's nice and big and huge and very easily cut off and defensible. Yeah, this is definitely where I'm living. There's just not even a little bit of a doubt. I know where I'm living, right? Because I can put a little wall right there. I can put a little wall right here, and bada bing, bada boom. This area is mine, and very difficult for anybody to try and take over. That's definitely the way I'm going. Okay, and I can also like dig into this however much I want, or even into that or this or whatever, and do just fine. So yeah, I'm not even going to go back here. I'm going to stay right in here. I mean, this is such a great start. Oh my God, it's too good almost. Okay, so first thing you gotta do is you gotta click on all these and make them not forbidden. Right now, see the little X's on there, that means they're forbidden. So you double click and it selects all the wood or whatever you're clicking on in the area, and then you unforbid it. All the steel, unforbid. Let's see what else. Now let's let them fall to Earth, or whatever this world is called. I guess it's not really technically Earth, but you know what I mean. Shut up. Okay, so look, you also have your plasteel knife. You get a pistol. Components. Those are always good. Medicine, you're gonna need that. Almost guaranteed you're gonna need that. And your survival pistol. Okay. So I'm gonna have to get those equipped pretty quickly. Alright. We got some deer right here. Those will probably die pretty quickly after they get hunted. But first things first, before I really do anything, I gotta go to Architect, and then I'm gonna go to Zone Area and Stockpile Zone, or you could do just the hotkey B. And I'm gonna start creating a stockpile for all my stuff, right? And so I think where I was to create a stockpile, where would I go? You know, I want to kind of put it in a nice central location. So I think right there is going to be where my stockpile is going to go at first. Alright, yeah. Okay, and so I'm going to be a kind of a micromanager here. I'm going to clear everything out, because I don't want it to just, them to dump just everything there, right? You can dump mechanoid corpses, which I have yet to really have to deal with. Stone chunks, steel slag, chunks in general. Yeah, that's good. Resources. So, menu, raw resources. Yeah, all those raw resources, that's good. And then manufactured, textiles, artillery shell components. But not medicine. I don't want them to put medicine there. I don't want them to put any food there. Don't want them to allow anything that's rotten. Body parts. Yeah, no. Okay, so priority is normal. I'm gonna leave that at normal, because later on, when if I build like a storeroom inside the mountain or something, you know, I can set that to important or preferred or even critical, and they'll fill that up first before they fill this up, and only put stuff in here if that one is full up. And usually I'll, at that point, delete this one anyway. Okay, so I'm going to have two more different stockpiles that I'm going to put in here. So, zone area. Oh, I was already on that. B for stockpile zone. and you want to create where you're going to put your food. And I usually put that where I'm literally going to build my base. Now this creates kind of a, you got water right here, but I can easily just build south and bam, and this is all of a sudden indoors, and this I can start partitioning different rooms, and that is my base. So within that base, I'm gonna have a food store. I'm gonna literally put that right here. 6x4. Yeah. Okay, and so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to clear all, but this time I'm going to allow foods manufactured. I'm going to go to medicine, let them put medicine in there, and then corpses, animal corpses, right? So that way, if I hunt this deer, I can bring the deer back and stick it in there, and then somebody with some other components will be able to cook the food, which is important because you need food to survive. Okay, and then we're going to do one last one, B, and this one I'm going to want to put out of sight so that they don't really have to see it. And where would that be? A good place for that really is right in that little kink there, right? So I'm just going to put a little stockpile here, and storage, clear all, allow rotten, human corpses, mechanized corpses, yeah, whatever. I got the other one. Okay. Body parts. Ooh. Natural. I should probably put the body parts over here. Wouldn't you think? And artificial ones would go right here. Wouldn't you think? Anyway, but this allows rotten. Yeah, you got the corpses, the human-like corpses, and resources, food. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, that's good. So now I got my 3 different things. These guys are set up. So now I need to go and first I'm going to go to restrict. Okay. So I want to check out Lulu first. Okay, do we have any night dwellers? No night dwellers. Okay, so with the restrictions, I am going to take 2 hours of sleep off of their schedule. I'm going to add 2 hours of joy when they wake up in the morning, and then they got to work 8 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 to 5. I mean, come on, that's a work day for you and I, right? So that's got to work for them. Then the rest of this is unrestricted anything, and they'll probably still work during that time, but they can do other things. I don't know. Actually, screw it. We got to build a colony here, people. So y'all are going to have to work a little extra, okay? And that's just the way it is. We can give you an extra joy there, and then you pay by 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to do it. And, just keep everybody on a nice regular schedule. Okay. You can also restrict, you can see that the areas that they consider home are where I put my stockpiles. As I build buildings and different stuff, they'll consider that home. I can change that in the architecture zone area by expand home areas or clear home areas. So if I didn't want that little bit to be considered home area, I could just take that off. And if I wanted this to be considered home area, then I just put that on. Bam. And so that is what we consider what belongs to us, right? And you can also put different areas to say, okay, I want you to stay within this area, and so I can restrict you to area 1 or whatever. And I define that again in the zone areas. And there's another way, and I'll show you that another time because it's not important right now. Okay, so what's next? Go ahead and put it on 1. Let them get to work on that. I'm sorry, I'm thinking. Need colonist beds. You need the hunter lacks. Oh, so Lulu, character. Shooting 13, shooting 2, melee 12, shooting 7, melee 12. Okay, so she's going to get the rifle. Let's equip the survival rifle. She's going to get the pistol. Oh, Jerry, sorry. Jerry, he is going to get the pistol. My bad, Jerry. I'm still getting used to who you peoples are. There it is. Equip the pistol. And then Tony, who is apparently a badass with blades. If I can find it, there should be a... Oh, there it is. Equip plasteel knife. Okay. That way everybody has their stuff. Now, before I do about anything, I'm going to go ahead and close these off. And that'll actually keep these animals in. So I'm going to architect structure. You can see I'm as I put them in my stockpile, I actually get it in my inventory, right? So I'm going to build a wooden wall and build it right there. Bam. I'm going to put a wooden door right there. Okay, and then I'm going to build a wooden wall right there. And a little wooden door right there. Now, you know, I could have just built those two walls and put the door there, and since it's before they started building it anyway, that's fine, right? Oh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't really manage this very well. Okay, so I'm going to pause it. I can let them go while they're doing it. Okay, so 5 is relatively decent. You always want to have at least 2 doctors. Everybody firefights, everybody's a patient, everybody does bed rest, everybody can, you know, hit a freaking switch, which is just turning lights on and off, or electricity on and off. Warden, you want to have a good social skill. 10 is obviously the best, so Jerry is our talker. Handle, which is the person who handles our puppy dog, I think. Do we have a puppy dog? I don't know if we have one on this one. I don't think we got the dog, so, but we can tame animals if we want to. So I ain't even gonna worry about that. Cook 3, which is the minimum. 4 is better, so I'm gonna let Jerry be the cook. Tony can be a cook in a pinch. 7, 11, 9.5. But you know, who did I put the knife on? Let's go gear. Tony has a knife, so Tony is not going to be a hunter. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to hunt with the knife because animals can kind of kick your ass a little bit if you try and get in that close. So you just want to hunt with food. Somebody is throwing up because they are sick from the what is it? The cryogenic pods? Yeah, the cryo freezing. So construction. Who's going to construct right now? It's just Tony. She's got 4, so she can construct. 4, so she can construct. And repairs the same. 4, 1, 1. Yeah, so Tony's really the only person who should be doing that. 4, 9, 1. So I'm going to leave that off of Tony. Let that be Jerry's specialization. Plan cut. So, well, no. That's good. Smith. Crafting. 4. Those are good enough. Yeah, whatever. Craft. 8. 4. Yeah, that's good enough. Everybody hauls, everybody cleans, and Lulu is the researcher of the group, which is not relevant right now, but will become not in the not too distant future. Okay, what's Tony doing? She's wandering. Lulu is building a wooden wall, and Jerry is wandering as well. So, they're going to wander around a little bit. They're going to look at the stars or the sunset, that kind of thing, and that helps make them happy. And they need that. If you look, they have needs, and beauty is a need, joy is a need, rest, food, comfort, space. Those are all needs, and you can see they feel like they're in an ugly environment, and therefore that's a negative 5 modifier. And then you have feeling terrible. And why are they feeling terrible? For no apparent reason, I just feel terrible right now. Probably because you just crash landed on a freaking planet that nobody knows about. I feel pretty bad about that. So because of that, they feel a -8. They have very low expectations, so that is good. And new colony optimism, that's good. And so their mood's doing okay right now, which is good. Okay, so one of the things you can do is you can double click on things like this and haul things. Double click on that, and that's acceptable, so that should just naturally be hauled. That should be naturally. Oh, that's inside my thing already, so. Yeah, so haul things. Get that out of the way. So, go to orders, and I'm going to go ahead and harvest anything that's harvestable in this little area. Looks like it's only these 2 little bushes. These are raspberry bushes, so they're getting 98% grown, 92% grown, close enough. Give some raspberries, so that just gives us some extra meals, and that's going to be put in this area here because this is my food thing. So also what I'm going to do is orders. I'm just going to cut plants, which is going to just literally remove everything that's growing in this area, since that's going to become my indoors. Gonna cut the grass, gonna cut the shrubs, gonna cut the trees, which will give me wood. Gonna cut the bushes, which if they have any berries in there, will give me that as well. That way I can turn this into the inside as soon as possible. That's a metal tile. Okay, so metal's not good, not bad. Uh-oh. Is there, they just had a little love there. You know, they can get married. I'm not sure if they can have babies. I've never seen them have babies yet, but I would imagine so. Why not? That's one of the ways you build a colony, right? Macato. Looks like a cat. It is a cat. Maybe it's a type of cat, not. I don't know nothing about cats, guys. I'm a dog person, so sorry. If for all you cat lovers up there that are like, oh my god, you're such an idiot, I apologize. Right here and now, I just apologize. So, okay, so I'm gonna turn this up in speed. Let them get the work going that I had them. Oh, one of the things you're gonna need to do pretty quickly here is we need to have some indoor space for beds. And since this space looks like it's really easily done, I'm gonna go ahead and do it there. It's not gonna be where I'm ultimately gonna want to do it, but it's relatively low cost for right now, and I can use that for something later. And then you're gonna go ahead to furniture, and right now we're just gonna put sleeping spots there. We're not gonna even invest in full-fledged beds because it's not going to be worth it right now. We just want them to get shit done so that we can go ahead and get it to where this is filled in, and then once that's filled in, we can start breaking it up into bedrooms and stuff like that. Priorities. They are going to need to have a place to sleep in a couple hours here, and so we also need to get to planting if we're going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and zone that area as well. Growing areas, and I'm going to say here. That's a good growing area too. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say right there. That looks like a good growing area. And I'm going to have them do corn. The reason I'm going to have them do corn first is because as long as I can have a successful crop, corn can be eaten raw. And so I don't have to invest as much into cooking and to the things for cooking in order for them to be able to eat off of that crop. And so that's just going to save time, it's going to save money, and by money I mean resources. And it's just a better way to go, I think. So. So this is where this little area, there's nothing there right now, is going to be where your general information tooltips are going to come up, and then you'll have longer ones over here that are more related to events. So like if somebody is going to invade, it'll show up right there. Or if somebody's coming to trade, it'll show up right there. Or if somebody's going berserk, it'll go show right there. That kind of thing. And now everybody's sleeping, including all the animals. Everybody going zzz, 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 zzz. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that we didn't get a dog. I would have loved to have had a dog. But maybe you can have a pet cat or a raccoon. You know, I don't really like cats. Like I said, I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person. No offense to people who love cats. Cats are awesome for you people, but I just don't like them. And I don't see any advantage to having one in this game. It'd just be another mouth feed. I want something that can pick up stuff and haul it and that kind of thing. It's trainable. If you ever heard the term herding cats, it's like herding cats, then you know that cats are not trainable. I gotta get a lot of hate mail from all the cat lovers out there. You freaking hate cats, and I freaking hate your guts, and freaking yeah. And you know what? You can be an internet troll like that, because you know what? I don't really hate cats. I just like dogs, and I understand them. That's what I've had, and I just don't understand cats, and I'm too insecure to have an animal around that doesn't need me. I needed the animal to need me. Otherwise, what's the point, right? It's about me and my feelings, and that's what it's about. So there you go. Yeah, planting all these corn crops, pretty good. Getting this cleared out. All right, what are we doing? We got 2 idle people. Come on. Can we cannot prioritize because you're not a plant cutter. So Lulu, what do you do? Lulu, she hunts. Okay, so architect, orders. Sorry, orders, and we're not gonna mine. We're going to hunt, and we're not gonna. There's a lot of bucks here, so definitely get the bucks. Go. Yeah, we're gonna kill the cat. Oh, it's not a huntable animal, maybe. I wonder if that's our cat already. It's already a tamed cat. I wonder. Yeah, the rabbit's gonna die. No, not gonna die. Okay, squirrel's gonna die. No. I know for a fact you can. Okay. Now that I did that, honestly what I need to do, and I probably jumped the gun on that a little bit, but whatever. Production, you're gonna need a butcher's table. And you're gonna need an electric tailoring mat. No, electric stove. There we go. And then go to furniture, and we'll make a couple of wooden chairs. And for that stove to work, the electric stove, I'm also gonna need to get a power plant. So go with the solar array. Can't build it on the water. Build 2 of those suckers. And then... Oh, they're going berserk on Jerry. Uh-oh. Lulu's gonna die. Come on, Lulu, get the hell out of there. They ain't gonna take this hunting anymore. I'm gonna lose this because I went hunting bugs way too fast, way too quickly. Oh my god, that was stupid. I cannot believe that. That is already my cat. Already. And that cat is pissed off because its owners got killed or hurt. So what do you got? Just a bunch of bruises. Left thumb was destroyed. That's gonna suck for her. A bunch of bruises there. A bunch of bruises there. So Lula got the bad end of this one. I'm gonna need to go ahead and designate furniture, animal sleeping spot. I wonder if the animal can rescue. Now you can train it to rescue, or I don't know, can you? Training, obedience. Yeah. Trainable intelligence, none, because it's a cat. These things are still pissed. Maddened, and so it's a manhunter. I wonder if they're going to be able to get healed up in time. Gotta wait it out. See what happens. Gotta wait it out. See what happens. This was such a great start, too. I wonder if I could go back to an autosave. Okay, new me here. I actually did end up going with loading the save, and we went back a day. I'm going to split it here, though, and we'll do the new day on the next episode. Thanks for watching, as always, and I'll talk to y'all later.